Alright, Pretender here, back with another Honkai Star Rail guide. And today I'm here with the full build guide for the second half 2.5 of 5-star character Lingsha. So Lingsha is going to be a brand new abundance healer that is mainly on break teams with also a follow-up attack. And so today I'm going to be taking you over her kit, her Eidolons, Lightcone options, relic options, and the stat recommendations you want on those relics. I plan on having a full build guide for everyone in 2.5 minus Topaz, since I already have an existing guide that you can check out when she did first rerun. But the entire first half is now covered besides the 4-star. So Feixiao, Robin, Black Swan, Kafka, you can check out all those guides right now. You are now watching Lingsha, and Mo's will be next. So if you're interested or you are summoning for any of those characters, I definitely recommend checking them out so you know how to build them. And yeah, that's all I gotta say before I get to the video. Drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this, and let's get straight into it. So Lingsha is a fire character following the path of abundance. Her basic attack deals fire damage equal to 100% of Lingsha's attack to a single target enemy. Her skill deals fire damage equal to 80% of Lingsha's attack to all enemies, and at the same time restores HP equal to 14% of Lingsha's attack plus 420 for all allies. Fuyuan's action advances by 20%. Her ultimate inflicts befog on all enemies. Targets receive 25% increased break damage lasting for 2 turns in the befog state. Deals fire damage equal to 150% of Lingsha's attack to all enemies, and at the same time restores HP equal to 12% of Lingsha's attack plus 360 for all allies. Fuyuan's action advances by 100%. Her talent: when using skill, summons Fuyuan with an initial speed of 90 and an initial action count of 3. When taking action, Fuyuan launches a follow-up attack dealing fire damage equal to 75% of Lingsha's attack to all enemies. Additionally, deals fire damage equal to 75% of Lingsha's attack to a single enemy, and this attack prioritizes targets with a toughness greater than 0. Dispels 1 debuffs from all allies and restores HP equal to 12% of Lingsha's attack plus 360. Fuyuan's action count can accumulate up to 5. When the action count reaches 0 or when Lingsha is knocked down, Fuyuan disappears. While Fuyuan is on the field, using skill can increase Fuyuan's action count by 3. Her technique: after using the technique, immediately summons Fuyuan at the start of the next battle and inflicts befog on all enemies lasting for 2 turns. For her bonus traces, her A2 increases this unit's attack/outgoing healing by an amount equal to 25%/10% of their break effect, up to a maximum attack/outgoing healing increase of 50%/20%. Her A4, when using basic attack, additionally regenerates 10 energy. And her A6, when any ally takes damage or consumes HP, if their current HP is less than or equal to 60%, Fuyuan will immediately trigger the follow-up attack from the talent. This attack will not consume Fuyuan's action. This effect can be triggered again after 2 turns. For her Eidolons, her E1, Lingsha's weakness break efficiency increases by 50%. When an enemy weakness is broken, reduces their defense by 20%. Her E2, when using ultimate, all allies' break effect increases by 40%, lasting for 3 turns. Her E4, during Fuyuan's action, restores HP equal to 40% of Lingsha's attack for the ally with the current lowest HP. And her E6, while Fuyuan is on the field, reduces all enemies' all-type res by 20%. When Fuyuan attacks, additionally deals 4 instances of damage, which each instance dealing fire damage equal to 50% of Lingsha's attack, and a toughness reduction of 5 to a single enemy. This damage prioritizes targets with toughness greater than 0. And now for the best Lightcones for Lingsha. Her best one is going to be her own signature Lightcone, which gives her an increase to break effect by 60%, and after the wearer uses their ultimate to attack enemies, afflict the target with the woe-free state, lasting for 2 turns. Enemy targets in the woe-free state take 10% more damage. The effect increasing damage taken is additionally boosted by 8% if the wearer's current break effect is 150% or higher. So as you already know, Lingsha is a break sustain. She is going to be one that has a lot of uses outside of it as well, but this Lightcone is extremely powerful because it gives her a big increase to break effect, a whole 60% at that. So that's going to help a lot with building her to heal, since you're going to want to build her as a healer with break effect since she scales off that. And on top of that, you can get a total of 18% vulnerability when you do use your ultimate. So that's going to be benefiting any single team you use her on, and it will especially be good on break teams as well, since now you're going to be having the befog state, which makes enemies take 25% increased break damage, and now they're taking an additional 18% damage. But with this Lightcone, you're having the vulnerability, which again works on practically anyone, so anyone will be dealing more damage to those enemies that are hit by the ultimate that have the woe-free state, so this is her best option. And then some other really good options for Lingsha is going to be Luocha's signature Lightcone, which increases the wearer's attack by 24%, which is going to be helpful since she does scale her healing off attack percent as well. After the wearer uses an attack, for each different enemy target hit, regenerates 3 energy. Since she's AoE, she's going to be able to benefit from this. Each attack can regenerate energy up to 3 times this way. After the wearer uses their ultimate, all allies gain 12 speed for 1 turn. So again, attack percent is going to help with their healing and her own personal damage as well. On top of that, for enemies hit, you generate additional energy. And since she's able to hit 3 enemies, you're going to be able to benefit from this as well. And then who does not love speed? Except a few units, but you know, you get the point. The extra speed for your allies is going to be helpful, especially with units that maybe not have the amount of speed you want, but with this up, you'll be able to help them hit it. So some DPSs with 160 speed, some supports even. So Luocha's Lightcone is a very, very good option. Another option you can use is Woko's signature Lightcone. Unfortunately, it doesn't provide attack percent for herself as a stick or break effect, but it does increase energy regeneration rate by 12%, which is going to help with all uptime. And when any ally uses their ultimate, the wearer restores HP for the ally currently with the lowest HP percentage by an amount equal to 10% of the healed ally's max HP. So practically anyone on your team can help heal. When the wearer provides healing for an ally, increases the healed ally's attack by 2.4%, and this effect can stack up to 5 times and last for 2 turns. So this is going to be a nice increase to attack percent for your allies as well, and on top of that, Lingsha will have more energy regeneration rate, and now anyone on your team can actually help with the healing by popping ultimates. And then again, the attack percent is going to be very nice support. The only issue with this Lightcone is it doesn't once again provide any break effect or attack percent, but that is sort of niche to Luocha and Lingsha herself, so there was not going to be many options that can do that. But this Lightcone, for everything it provides, and it just being one of the best abundance Lightcone, if not the best abundance Lightcone overall, it's just a really good option you can use. And then another good option is the post-op conversation, which increases energy regeneration rate by 16% and also increases outgoing healing by 24% when the wearer uses their ultimate. So again, energy regeneration rate really good for the uptime, and on top of that, more healing you'll be able to do after you do use the ultimate. So there isn't really much to talk about this, but the energy regeneration rate, again, all uptime very good, and now you're going to be able to heal even more. So this is a good option you can use. Another good free-to-play option is the What is Real free-to-play Lightcone, which increases the wearer's break effect by 48%, so this is going to help with the break effect requirement. And after using basic attack, restores HP for the wearer by an amount equal to 4% of max HP plus 800. You do mostly want to use the skill to actually get the Fuyuan action advance, but the times where you might not have the skill points or you just want to get the extra healing, this can help a lot. But overall, it's mainly better for the increase to break effect because you don't really have much options. It's really just a signature Lightcone and then this Lightcone right here. So if you really don't have any of the other mentioned options, this Lightcone is completely fine. And another option you can use is Perfect Timing, which increases effect res by 32% and increases outgoing healing by an amount that is equal to 45% of effect res. Outgoing healing can be increased up to 27% this way. So this Lightcone is on the weaker side thanks to the fact that it does not provide you break effect, it doesn't provide any attack percent, energy, or anything like that. Tell you to build effect res for more healing, which can be helped in order to avoid Lingsha getting CC'd. And if you are running Broken Keel, it's going to encourage that more. But it does give you a nice outgoing healing option, so if you really do not have any other options, you can use this. And then the last thing is the 3-star multiplication Lightcone. This is a specific Lightcone for a specific use, and that's to just have her reliably heal you with the Fuyu and follow-up attacks, because for the most part, you will be using your basic attack in order to action advance by 20%. This is mainly for the fact to give her the role of generating SP while also still being a sustain on the field. So as she does have the talent where if someone drops below 60% HP, she can automatically trigger the follow-up attack, but she will not really be using her skill or anything. She's mainly going to be an SP genner, similar to the thing you can do by putting this Lightcone on Luocha or Gallagher. But for the most part, that is only going to be on a Boo Hill team if you do not have one of the other ones going, or Firefly team herself if you don't have the E1. So this is really specific, it's just for that, and it eliminates a lot of requirements for speed. More speed the better still, but again, if you really want her for that thing, you can do it. It's not going to give her any outgoing healing, no effect res, no special break effect, no attack percent, no energy. She's mainly just going to become your SP genner. So if you want that, you can do it. And now for the relic options for Lingsha. This part sort of kind of depends on what you want to do yourself, but a good option is actually 4-piece of the Iron Cavalry set, which the 2-piece increases break effect by 16%, and the 4-piece, if the wearer's break effect is 150% or higher, the break damage dealt to the enemy ignores 10% of their defense. If the wearer's break effect is 250% or higher, the super break damage dealt to the enemy target additionally ignores 15% of their defense. Since for the most part you will be using Lingsha on a Firefly team, Lingsha herself does really good damage, and especially with super break, and since you're going to be building her with a lot of break effect anyways, on top of that you'll have the E4 on the Harmony MC increasing everyone's break effect on that team. Hitting that 250% for the maximum effect is going to be really nice, and the 2-piece also increases break effect, which is going to help with attack percent and increase the outgoing healing. You can use this outside of a Firefly team, like you can use it with Boo Hill, But if you are going to be using her outside of a break team, then this one won't be too recommended. Since you want to make full use of the ignoring defense via a break effect, which you can, but this is mainly going to be break effect related and will requiring you to break the enemy and also having super break. Since you still can have benefits off of not having the super break portion of this relic set, since you still will have the 10% ignoring defense with 150% or higher break effect with the break damage, but you won't really be looking for that if you are running her outside of a break team. So if you're running her on a break team, this 4-piece is going to be really good, and if you're not, then I would not recommend it. But what you can do if you just want it in general or you're taking her outside of a break team is you can do 2-piece of one of the break effect sets and do another break effect set. So 2-piece of the Iron Cavalry with 2-piece Watchmaker, or 2-piece of the Thief set, 16% break effect, 16% break effect, giving you 32% break effect, which is going to be nice to hit the requirement that you want on Lingsha. Another thing you can do is combine one of those break effect 2-pieces with 2-piece Hacker Space, which increases speed by 6%. So this is going to be nice because Lingsha is very much going to want speed, so this is going to help you with that. And another thing you can do is combine one of the ones I mentioned, so 2-piece Hacker Space or 2-piece Break Effect, and also do 2-piece of the Acheron set, which increases outgoing healing by 10%, so this is just going to help you with more healing. But once again, you really do the 2-piece if you are taking her outside of a break team. If you are taking her a break team, I would just recommend doing 4-piece of the Iron Cavalry. For the Planner Ornaments, if you are specifically taking her on a Firefly team, which most people will do, the best ornament will be the Forge one, which increases speed by 6%, and when the wearer hits an enemy target that has fire weakness, increases break effect by 40% for 1 turn. And as Firefly does implant fire weakness, this is practically going to be permanently have uptime. So this is going to be really good, increasing her break effect, which can help if you're doing Iron Cavalry to do more damage. It will also increase her healing if you haven't hit the threshold, and also help with it making it easier. It's going to be overall the best one. But obviously if they don't have fire weakness, then you don't really want to take it. You can still use this outside of it if they do have fire weakness. So if you know they're gonna have fire weakness and you're using her, say, on a Blue Hill team, then you can use it in that scenario. But for the most part, it's going to be on a Firefly team. And then on any of the other break effect ones, a really good other option is going to be Talia, which increases the wearer's break effect by 16%, and when the wearer's speed reaches 145 or higher, the wearer's break effect increases by an extra 20%, giving you up to a 36% increase to break effect. So once again, this is going to help you hit the requirement that you do need for the break effect to get the maximum bonus, and hitting 145 speed on Lingsha is going to be pretty much recommended, no matter what team you're bringing her on, break, outside of break, anything like that. It's going to be a really good option you can bring. But if you don't want to give her one of the break ornaments, you can also give her one of the supportive ones, so Broken Keel. This is only if you are taking her on outside of a break team, so someone that wants to crit, like a crit team, follow-up team, where she does work really well as well. But Broken Keel increases the wearer's effect res by 10%. When the wearer's effect res is at 30% or higher, all allies crit damage increases by 10%. So once again, you can do these supportive options. This will require you to get 30% or higher effect res, but you get to increase the crit damage for all your allies by 10%, so they will be hitting harder if they are a crit DPS. Same thing like Broken Keel, you can also use Ageless, which increases the wearer's max HP by 12%. When the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher, all allies attack increases by 8%. So just for the same reasons of Broken Keel, if you're taking her on a team where someone can benefit from attack percent, including herself actually, this is an option you can use. And now for the main stats on the relics. For the body, you want to have outgoing healing. For the feet, you want speed. For the orb, you want attack percent. And for the link rope, you want energy regeneration rate. You can swap out energy regeneration rate rope for break effect depending on your own build. If you're able to hit the requirement of 200% break effect, you can safely take energy regeneration rate on the rope in order to have better uptime on the ultimate. But if you are struggling with break effects, say you don't have a Lightcone that's helping with break effect, or you don't have a signature or the Who is Real one, you can take a break effect Lightcone to help you hit that threshold. It's more recommended to take energy regeneration rate rope unless you are running a Lightcone that might help with energy regeneration rate, to where you don't really need the rope anymore. But that one is mainly up to the player themselves. And for the subsets, you want to get as much speed as possible. More speed, the better. Getting up to 160 is very ideal, but if you can't get that, then that's completely fine. If you are running her as a skill point generator on the Firefly team, you're still going to want to get a good amount of speed, and if you're like Talia, you're going to want 145. If you're only able to get breakpoint and you're running her as a general healer, that is still completely fine. So 134 speed or higher, but ideally you want to get as much as possible. After that, you want to get as much break effect. You want to at least hit 200%. Hitting 200% will help you max out her passive that she does have. So 200% break effect is recommended. And then anything past that is attack percent to increase the actual healing amount. And then survivability stats can help. So HP, defense, effect res, all that kind of stuff. If you are running Broken Keel, then effect res becomes priority after break effect. So once again, as much speed as possible. If you can only get 134 for the break effect, that's fine. If you're running her as a skill point generator, you're going to want a lot. And then anyone else, you just want to get as much as possible. Then anything after that Honkai is just as much break effect. You want to get at least 200% so you can max out the passive, and then anything past that is attack percent for increased healing, and then survivability stats. And yeah, that is the full build guide for Lingsha. Let me know how you're going to be building her. Hope you found the video helpful. Peace out.